Brothers and sisters, our session, in this session we are going to listen to speakers. First speaker is Dr. R. Revati. R stands for Ramanathan. I had the good fortune to work with Mr. Ramanathan. Brother Ramanathan in TPH in 1982-83. So her family is well known to me. She is a medical doctor by profession and had education at Besant Theosophical High School, Adayar, Chennai. After her MBBS, she worked in the Tamil Nadu Medical Services for more than 30 years, arranging the blackboard and chalks. So Dr. Revati is well known to every one of you, but still as a formality I am introducing her. She received the Best Performance Award from the Government of India for implementing successfully various ongoing health programs in rural areas. She received Certificate of Appreciation for Service rendered as a Senior Civil Surgeon in one of the peripheral hospitals in Chennai. As you know, she is very active in the Theosophical Order of Service. During the convention time, you can see her at the dispensary serving our members' medical needs. She is active in Ritual of the Mystic Star. So, this is the short biography of Dr. Revati. Now I am asked to invite R. Krishnamurthy from Madurai. His educational qualification is MA in English, MS, MSc Psychology, postgraduate PhD in Education, and taught English language and literature in Madurai College, Madurai from July 1972 to May 2003. Retired as Associate Professor of English, enrolled as an advocate in July 2003 and practicing in Madurai bench of Madras High Court. Joined the Theosophical Society in 1977. He is attending the International Convention regularly. He is a familiar speaker in all our South Indian conferences. More than that, he is the president of the Tamil Theosophical Federation and also the president of the Madurai Theosophical Lodge, one of the oldest lodges in South India. I had the good fortune to be his guest and enjoy his hospitality at Madurai Lodge. So RK will talk on the subject, love leads to perfection. So the professor will teach you the blackboard, the help of a blackboard. Thank you.
I'm kicked upstairs. I was scheduled to follow Dr. Revati, but because of the mechanical failure, so I'm pushed up. So I have to rise to the occasion. Thank you. I appreciate all of you for being this hot afternoon after a very good dinner, a very good lunch at the LBC. This is a special day. We had vadai and payasam and lovely meals. So instead of sleeping, we are here. Thank you very much. And now, coming to the point, this is a very, very sacred ground because this is where many seers and siddhas lived for many years. Of course, Blavatsky did not live here. This bungalow was built after 1908, after the passing away of Colonel Olcott in 1907. And here, greatest man of the earth, Dr. J. Krishnamurthy and Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, Rabindranath Tagore spent their time here. Tagore and Gandhi lived here for some days. They they visited 2 or 3 times the campus, and they were accommodated here. This was the guest house. And so we are very, very fortunate to participate in the 100th conference of the South Indian Federation or the Easter Conference. Easter is a very, very important day for all of us. Jesus is one of us. We have got his picture in the shrine. And today is the resurrection day. That is born again. Here, after 3 days of very interesting talks by eminent people, our psyche is shaped, and we have to go to face the world as a new person. That's the aim of this South Indian Conference. And I'm happy we had almost succeeded in that, in spite of people like me. And I must thank our brother Shindeji and Pradeep Mahapatraji and Shikhar Agnihotriji for providing 3 books along with the registration. See, do you remember the books given to you? Anyone? Yes. Yes. But who can say? At the feet of the Master? Very good. Yes. No, they were not given. The 2 books that were not given. What are the 2 books that were not given? One is by Freedom from the Known, by J.K. Another by Leadbeater. What's the book? Huh? Masters and the Path. Those 2 books, I think, Pradeep ji will give us for the Christmas convention, the annual convention for this year. And we shall cherish it. Now, let me claim this. Are you able to see? This is the, I'm sorry. Thank you. Love. This is the most abused or misunderstood word in the English vocabulary. Because love has got different shades of meaning. But love is essential for in all aspects. Mother's love. Without that, we cannot. Understand? We have got, I love my country, we say. All these are what one level. This is my country, my family, my language, my culture. This is my. See, wherever my is associated with love, that comes down. Please understand that. Love and my cannot go together. Once you come out of that, then we are ready for next level. That's what we are talking about. That love is universal love. That love is for prapancham. That love for leading to perfection. That love is to understand Brahman. That love is to make you a Brahmajnani. Understand? That is the second love, or the higher love, for which we must aspire and go. So without aspiration, nothing can come. But that is the most important thing. That love is the pinnacle of all this pyramid of perfection. First step you have to achieve this, you have to discrimination. You have to stand up and see. Shikharji has provided only 1.5 feet. Discrimination. You know what's discrimination? Yes? What is it? Discrimination is a negative connotation. I am discriminated by my company. I was not given promotion. We say. Am I right? We are discriminated. Hindus are discriminated, we say. We say they are discriminated. Parsis are discriminated. That is negative connotation. That's negative meaning. But the positive meaning is learning to distinguish between the chaff and the grain, good and the bad, ugly and the beautiful. That is the positive side of discrimination. That's what we have to indulge. First, we must know what is positive side, according to J.K., to be one with God. That's what he says. The exact words I will quote if you want. This book was given to you. How many of you opened it and saw it? Is it a very embarrassing question? Thank you. At least 4 have seen. Now, what does it Krishnaji say? Now, before that, what's the meaning of the word Alcyon? Alcyon means Alcyon, Alcyon, or Alcyon, whatever it may. What does it mean? That's not. That's a pen name, pseudonym. What does it mean? Brightest star. In the what you call Saptarishi Mandalam or the galaxy of Andromeda, there's a bright star or brightest star, which in those days the people can see with the naked eye. That is called Alcyon. And so, on that name was given to J.K. by Dr. Besant. Alcyon. Now, I hope all of you know about the life of J.K. Am I right? He was born in, anybody to help me this? 1896? Very good, sir. 90. That's a dispute. Okay, doesn't matter. Born at Madanapalli as the 8th son. So he was named Krishna. I was not 8th son, I was only 3rd, but I'm late. But he was the 8th son and he was named Krishna. And how long he lived with his family? How long till this? Let me discover him.
14.
What is the year?
1910.
No, 1910. 1895 to 1910 is the first phase of J.K.'s life. Madanapalli, he comes to Adayar, roams on the beach with his brother Nityananda, discovered by our C.W. Leadbeater as the child with the purest aura, with no trace of selfishness. That's how what he writes to Dr. Besant when Besant was in England. And then the royal life begins. He was adopted, he was cared for, he was under the tutelage of Adayar, he lived a life of prince. He became a Prince Siddhartha. And till 1929, what's the month? August. 2nd August, am I right? Correct? Because what happened in August 1929? He dissolved the entire structure. This man, in one speech, running the 3 pages, dissolved the Order of the Star. And he was head of the organization. And he said, my mission in life is to make man make man unconditionally, completely free. That is what became his life's mission. That will come to the next in another meeting. So, here we are concerned about the book written by him in 1910 as a young boy of 14 years. And this is the book. And first says, yeah, a student who wants to progress in life, not materially, to become an IAS officer, to become a technocrat, but to become a enlightened person. Then he must develop certain qualities. First is discrimination. Then second, what is the second? Desirelessness. I'm not going into all that. I presume you have studied the first few pages. Then, third, most difficult. What is good conduct? What's good conduct? A clean life, an open mind, a pure heart, and an eager intellect. And people are forgetting the golden stairs. Let's repeat that. A clean life, an open mind, a pure heart, an eager intellect, an unveiled spiritual perception, an eagerness for that, etc. I am not going to the let's not get good conduct. So good conduct starts with clean life. Then comes love. So love that we are going to talk or discuss is not the love that we understand. My family, my college, my lodge. It's not like that. It's a summum bonum of your entire progress towards perfection. And without that, finished. Without that, you will be falling again. This is, there's a myth of Sisyphus. Sisyphus, was a great Greek man. He wanted to become a god. So the gods cursed him. What's that? He has to push a big rock towards the top. Then what will happen? It will come down. It will come chasing him down. So we are like that. We are trying to climb up. At any moment we may fall down. Like great Vishwamitra. I hope you know the story of Vishwamitra, the man who gave us Gayatri Jabam. And what happened? He was doing tapas and all that. The clever king, Indra, sent a lady. Finished. And Shakuntala was born. And Kadidasa came later to wrote that beautiful poem, Shakuntala. Now, this is love. This love is the thing which makes a man perfect. For that, see, what's the difference between me and Mother Teresa? I love my grandson. But I will not love a grandson or a young boy who is sick, who is full of tears or full of lies, and who is on the bedridden. It will be, I may sympathize with him, but I will not hug him. Am I right? I don't want to be a hypocrite. I'll run away from him when I see a leper. But what did that lady do? Here's my Jesus suffering. That's what he said. See, that is Mother Teresa. Understand? So that's because she is full of love. Now, J.K. says in this book, first, you must become unselfish. That's the phrase he uses. We don't use that phrase nowadays, now the English. Unselfishness and purity. In Tamil, there's a couplet by Thiruvulvar. Manattukkan Masiranadal Anaitharan Avula Nirapara. The purity of heart. Then, this is the first thing. So now we know love is the top. What's the sloka? Purnamidu. I'm very happy. But unfortunately, our teacher, Jayasri, is not here. She taught us this. What does it mean? Purnam, when it is complete. Even if we take that half of it away, it is again complete. See, infinity is always infinity. Shikharji, whenever you ask me to stop, I'll stop. Because I'm only a substitute. Now, so this is the beauty of love. That is perfection. When you are full of love, you become perfection. And Shakespeare says perfection is not given to man. But then what happens? This perfection is it's an everlasting journey or never-ending journey. Perfection is the treadmill on which you have to run ever and ever without any stop. That's why we say love is the summum bonum of a Sadhvik's life. Now, what are the basic things that we must do to create the state of being in love? With your permission, let me wipe this out. What are the enemies of love? What is that? This is election time. Everybody hates everybody. Now, what is according to J.K., gossip? What is the second? Thank you, sir. What is the second? Cruelty. Then third, I'm sorry that nobody seems to have read the book. Superstition. Nowadays, chalk pieces are also not good. These are the things which pulls you down. See, we are like crabs. My brother, zoology professor, is here. Crab is a strange creature. Have you observed it? And especially Indian crabs are very, very different. See, the French people love crabs. They love crabs and they love legs of frogs. They are exported in millions of tons every day from the Cochin Harbour, Bombay Harbour and all that. And in France, they are taken out. And the father and son were working on the dock. The father, the son asked, "Father, did you notice?" "Yes, son." "Did you notice? This consignment from India is cheap and the crabs are very good. How it happens?" "Look carefully, son," he said. He said again, "Lad, the tin has no cover. Tins are open, but all the crabs remain there. Because the tins are not covered, it's cheap. Cheaper than..." Now, how does the crabs Indian crabs, look at them. One crab comes up, slowly goes up. What happens? Another crab pulls down. So all the crabs remain there. So this is what gossip does. Why do you gossip? Suppose somebody says, Krishnamurthy, sir, somebody says to somebody, Krishnamurthy R is my teacher for English. Oh, R is teaching you. Oh, he doesn't know any grammar. But said by some man who is not connected with the Department of English at all. This is very, very common. In he doesn't know anything. His father is a rich man, so he's kicked up. He's assistant manager now. Next year, when this old man retires, he will become the manager. What to do? I'm a BCom first class. His metric failed. This is gossip. Our frustrations, our inadequacies, our incapabilities, our own jealousies are manifested in gossip. That's why when gossip says the evil vibrations surround the area and that pulls you down. So don't do that. So please don't think that I'm saying it out of my. That's why I'm holding the book. I can show the page also. I wanted to do this as a textbook, but since many of you are very well known, we say that I don't want to do it because I want to do it by line. One day I will do that. This scrap mentality, that should go. We must, if at all say anything, say good of somebody or keep your mouth shut. That he says in very polite manner. JK says, never speak ill of anyone. Never speak ill of anyone. Refuse to listen when anyone else speaks ill of another. But gently say, perhaps that is not true. Perhaps that's not true. And even if it is kinder not to speak of it. Without hurting the man who is indulging in gossip, but at the same time refusing to listen, you proceed. And this is first type of. This goes on. I don't want to, since paucity of time prevents me from. Then I will go to the next thing. So avoid gossip. If you want to progress towards love, in the 2 minutes more, give me 3 minutes more. We are good friends for 30 years. Then what is cruelty? Cruelty is intentional and unintentional. Intentional cruelty is? Intentional cruelty is killing a person or killing an animal for food. Or see, there's no point in continuing a theosophical society and being a non-vegetarian. JK is not approving that. He's heavily against it. Totally. That is intentional cruelty. Unintentionally we do something. I stamp on him. And unintentional cruelty is also taking class more than the scheduled time. That's also unintentional cruelty. But I have to do that. And then, and he is coming heavily on the people who indulge in jallikattu or the Spanish bullfight. The fate of the cruel must fall upon all who go out intentionally to kill God's creatures. To kill and calls it sport. Understand? And such things. And there's a cruelty in speech. See, many of you have become mothers-in-law. I wish and I appeal to all of you, however educated you may be, please be careful in your tongue when you talk to Mother-in-law. When you talk to your daughter-in-law, she may hit back. That's different. It's not like the newer days where you have to go to the corner and weep. Now, this is different. So, cruelty of speech is very, very harmful. Because Valluvar says, Tiyinal suttavadum suttapun aarum aarade navinal suttavadu. Even if you singe a man with a fire, the wound will heal. But the harsh tongue that causes great damage, it's very difficult to heal. So that's intentional, unintentional. Then finally, superstition. I will stop with that. There is plenty of superstition. See, our Indian community suffered because of this. In the pretext of, I have used the word, the pretext of Sanatana Dharma, we push down the women without any sanction of the Vedas. All these people who say that I am a Sanathin, please read the Besant's book on Sanatana Dharma. Just be reprinted again and published by TPH. And those who buy, please read it also. See, so we buy books, but we don't read. We suppressed women. One minute. Suppressed women like anything. Even today, if you go to Brindavan, you will see how they do not know they are suffering. That's the greatest fault. Then, our injustice towards our own depressed and suppressed classes people, the untouchability, and all this Vaikam struggle and all that, this is against Sanatana Dharma. It's not sanctioned by Vedas. We discriminate. That's why he says, because I don't have time to. The superstition that animals should be sacrificed, and by still more cruel that man eats flesh for food. These are all superstition. And finally I will stop that. Many crimes have been committed. The name of God of love, moved by this nightmare of superstition. Uses the word nightmare of superstition. Be very careful, therefore, no slightest trace of it remains in us. So I will stop here, and I thank everyone for giving me this opportunity, especially Madam Revati for sparing up some of our time, and I greet you well, and I hope that we will meet again during Christmas for our convention. And I thank you all. Thank Brother Shinde, Brother Pradeep Mahapatra, and my brother Shikharji.